Old cars had style, they had personality, they had soul. From sweeping fenders to rocket-shaped tail fins, classic cars were rolling works of art. And today, many people wonder, why don't they make them like that anymore? The truth is, they can't. The reason old cars looked so much better comes down to one big idea: freedom. Back in the day, car designers had almost no rules to follow. Safety regulations were minimal. Aerodynamics were an afterthought. Pedestrian protection? Not even a consideration. That gave designers the ability to dream and build those dreams into steel, chrome, and glass. Before the late 1960s, there were no mandatory seatbelts. Crumple zones weren't required. And crash testing was still in its infancy. Cars were designed with a pencil and imagination, not with a crash test dummy in mind. Take the 1959 Cadillac Eldorado, for example. It had massive tail fins, chrome bumpers like battering rams, and a hood ornament shaped like a jet plane. It looked like it could take off, and it also looked like it could impale someone in a crash. And here's the thing. Back then, that was completely legal. Hood ornaments were sharp, steel dashboards didn't cushion anything, and the glass, not shatterproof, but these design choices were part of what made classic cars so beautiful. There were fewer rules and more room for creativity. Then, everything changed. As safety standards became stricter, designers had to compromise. In 1974, US regulations required cars to withstand a 5-mile-per-hour impact without damage, leading to bulky rubber bumpers. Airbags, side impact bars, rollover protection, all became standard. And while they made cars safer, they also forced designers to prioritize function over form. At the same time, aerodynamics became more important. Wind tunnels replaced drawing boards. Manufacturers realized that sleeker shapes reduced drag, improved fuel economy, and boosted performance. But the side effect? Most cars started to look the same. Rounded, efficient, and, let's be honest, a little boring. That's why the unique boxy silhouettes of the 60s and 70s faded away. Cars had to be streamlined, crash-resistant, and pedestrian-friendly. Tail fins and pop-up headlights became relics of a bygone era. Still, some automakers refused to give up entirely. Take the Porsche 911, a design that's evolved but never abandoned its roots. Or the Dodge Charger, a modern muscle car that still looks like it time-traveled from 1970. And then, there's the Cybertruck. Love it or hate it, the Tesla Cybertruck is one of the most radical car designs in modern history. Its sharp edges and polygonal body look more like a sci-fi concept than a street-legal vehicle. But here's the twist. The Cybertruck exists because it breaks the rules. It uses ultra-hard stainless steel panels that are too rigid for traditional manufacturing techniques. It throws out curves in favor of flat panels. In a world of safety-first, aero-optimized cars, the Cybertruck is a reminder that bold design can still happen, even if it's rare. So why did old cars look so much better? Because they were made in a time when style came first and safety came second. Today's cars are safer, cleaner, and more efficient, but that freedom of form is gone. Classic cars weren't just machines, they were statements. And while we may never go back to sharp hood ornaments and chrome fins, we can still admire them for what they were, rolling art in a time before the rules took over. Which classic car design do you miss most? Let us know in the comments. And if you love learning the hidden truths behind car design, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that shift gears on what you thought you knew.